Have you ever dreamed of a place where lush emerald rainforests stretch as far as the eye can see, spilling right onto pristine sandy beaches? A country where you might see a forest elephant taking a stroll along the ocean shore. Well, that magical place exists. And it's called Gabon. This incredible country is a true natural treasure, nestled quietly on the west coast of Central Africa. Its flag tells the story of its landscape perfectly, with 3 horizontal stripes, green, yellow, and blue. Finding Gabon on a map is like discovering a secret garden in the heart of the continent. It sits right on the equator, where the days and nights are almost always equal in length. This positioning gives it a unique, tropical climate that fuels its extraordinary biodiversity. To the north, it shares a border with Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, and to the east and south lies the Republic of the Congo. But it's that long western edge, the one that meets the Atlantic, that truly defines so much of Gabon's character. This is where the mighty rivers from the interior finally meet the sea, creating a stunning mix of lagoons, estuaries, and wild, untouched beaches. It's a place that feels both ancient and vibrantly alive. The very first impression of Gabon is one of overwhelming green. The air feels thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers, and the sound of the forest is a constant, gentle hum of life. It's not a country of sprawling megacities or bustling, crowded landscapes. Instead, it offers a sense of vast, open space, a place where nature is still the dominant force. From the moment you arrive, you get the feeling that you are stepping into one of the world's last great wildernesses, a place where adventure and discovery await around every corner. It's a destination that calls to the explorer in all of us, promising sights and experiences you simply cannot find anywhere else on Earth. As you trace its outline on a world map, you might notice that for its size, Gabon seems to have a lot of coastline and a huge green interior. This simple observation is the key to understanding the country. The ocean has shaped its history and its culture, providing food and a connection to the wider world. But it is the forest, the great, sprawling Congo Basin rainforest, that is the true heart and soul of Gabon. This is a country that has made a promise to protect its natural heritage, setting aside huge areas as national parks. It's a commitment that makes Gabon a beacon of hope for conservation and a truly special destination for anyone who loves nature. To really get to know a place, it's always helpful to start with a few quick facts. Think of it as a friendly introduction before we dive deeper into the adventure. The capital city of Gabon is Libreville, which translates to Freetown. It's a modern and lively port city located on the northern coast, where you can feel the pulse of the nation's business and culture. Despite its large land area, Gabon has a relatively small population of just over 2 million people. This low population density is one of the reasons why its forests have remained so wonderfully intact. It means there is more space for nature, and for people to live in harmony with their surroundings. Gabon covers approximately 267,667 square kilometers, or about 103,347 square miles. To put that into perspective, it's a little smaller than the state of Colorado. The official currency you'll use here is the Central African CFA franc. It's used by several other countries in the region. When it comes to language, the official tongue is French, a legacy of its colonial history. You'll hear it spoken in government offices, schools, businesses. Many people also speak indigenous languages like Fang, Mayane, Punu. The spiritual life of Gabon is a blend of different beliefs. The majority identify as Christian, primarily Roman Catholic. These beliefs often coexist with traditional animist practices and rituals. This creates a unique cultural fabric where modern and ancient spiritualities are woven together. The government of Gabon is a republic, with a president as head of state. The country has worked to build institutions and infrastructure since independence. It focuses on stability and uses natural resources to develop and improve citizens' lives. These basic facts provide a simple snapshot of Gabon. It's a country with a manageable population, a vast and wild territory, and a rich blend of languages and beliefs. Knowing these details helps paint a clearer picture before we explore stunning landscapes, vibrant culture, incredible wildlife. It's distinctly African and uniquely Gabonese, connected to its land, its people, and its place in the world. A foundation for greater understanding and appreciation of this remarkable corner of the planet. Imagine a landscape painted almost entirely in shades of green. That is the essence of Gabon's geography. An astonishing 88% of the country is covered by dense tropical rainforest, part of the vast Congo Basin forest system, the second largest rainforest in the world after the Amazon. This isn't just any forest, it's an ancient, complex ecosystem teeming with life. Towering trees form a thick canopy that filters the sunlight, creating a world of shadow and wonder on the forest floor. The land isn't entirely flat either, it gently rises from the coastal plains into rolling hills and plateaus in the interior, with mountains like the Crystal Mountains adding rugged beauty. The climate in Gabon is hot and humid all year round. There are two main rainy seasons, a long one from February to May, and a shorter one from September to December, when skies open for dramatic tropical downpours that nourish the forest. The dry seasons, especially the longer one from May to September, offer a respite, with sunnier days and slightly cooler temperatures, especially along the coast where ocean breezes provide relief. This cycle of sun and rain drives Gabon's ecosystems. Water carves the land in a network of rivers and streams. The most significant is the Ogooué River, the country's main artery. It snakes nearly 1,200 kilometers from the interior to the Atlantic coast, creating a massive delta system, with countless lagoons and mangrove swamps. This river and its tributaries have been vital for transportation, trade, and settlement for centuries. Along the coast, the landscape becomes long, sandy beaches, quiet bays, and dramatic rocky headlands. Here the deep green forest meets the deep blue ocean. Gabon has designated over 10% of its land as national parks. In 2002, the government created a network of 13 national parks, a visionary move to preserve biodiversity and to develop sustainable ecotourism. These parks protect many habitats: the coastal ecosystems of Loango National Park, the forest and savanna blend of Lope National Park, and the mountainous rainforests of Ivindo National Park, home to some of Africa's most spectacular waterfalls. This commitment makes Gabon a world leader in protecting wild places. Gabon is often called the last Eden for a very good reason. Its protected forests and low human population density have allowed wildlife to flourish in a way that is rarely seen elsewhere. In Africa, the country is a crucial sanctuary for some of the continent's most iconic and endangered species. It is home to a significant portion of the world's remaining forest elephants, a species slightly smaller and genetically distinct from their savanna cousins. These magnificent animals roam through the dense undergrowth, and in places like Loango National Park, they can famously be seen wandering out of the forest and onto the white sand beaches, a truly unforgettable sight. Beyond the elephants, Gabon is a primate paradise. It provides a critical stronghold for western lowland gorillas and chimpanzees, our closest living relatives. Venturing into parks like Lope or Loango with a skilled guide offers the chance to track these incredible apes and observe them in their natural habitat. But the primate show doesn't stop there. The trees are alive with the chatter and movement of numerous monkey species, including colorful mandrills, with their striking red and blue faces, as well as black colobus monkeys and mangabes. The sheer diversity of primates is a testament to the health and richness of Gabon's forests. The wild wonders of Gabon extend to its rivers and coastal waters as well. The rivers are home to hippos, slender-snouted crocodiles, and the elusive African manatee. The surfing hippos of Loango National Park have become legendary. These massive animals are sometimes spotted cooling off in the ocean waves. The coastline is also a vital nesting ground for several species of sea turtles, including the massive leatherback turtle. Between October and February, females haul themselves onto the beaches at night to lay their eggs, a moving and ancient ritual that Gabon's parks work hard to protect from poachers and other threats. The air, too, is filled with life. Gabon is a birdwatcher's dream, with over 700 recorded bird species. The forests echo with the calls of colorful turacos and hornbills, while the rivers and wetlands attract flocks of waterbirds, from herons and egrets to the rare African river martin. The country's national parks like Pongara near Libreville offer accessible opportunities to spot an incredible variety of avian life in a short amount of time. This staggering biodiversity, from the largest mammals to the smallest insects and birds, is Gabon's greatest treasure and its most important gift to the world. Gabon's culture is super rich and varied. It's just like its rainforests. It's a beautiful mix of old traditions from over 40 different groups of people, but everyone shares a common national feeling and speaks French. Day-to-day life moves at a relaxed pace, especially in the small towns. Here, family and community are super important. Life is really connected to nature's rhythm, like when to plant, when to fish, and when to have parties for big life events. In the busy cities, things move faster in Libreville, Maubert, and in Port-Gentil. You'll see shops, schools, and modern life. But that strong feeling of community still stays. Food is a fantastic way to experience Gabonese culture. The food is filling, full of flavor, and uses lots of fresh local produce. A common food in many meals is cassava. It's often mashed into a sticky dough called fufu, or grated to make bâton de manioc. This is usually served with a tasty sauce or stew. Maybe it's made with smoked fish, or chicken, or nyembwe, the palm nut sauce. The national dish. Fresh fish from the ocean and rivers is a big part of what people eat. It's often grilled over a fire and served with fried plantains. Going to a local market is amazing for your senses. You see bright piles of fruits and veggies, smell amazing spices, and meet friendly sellers who love to share their food traditions. Traditional parties and festivals are the heart of Gabonese culture. They are full of amazing music. Lively dancing. My nuts and neckens, Wurstammer, Greenstopper, neckens, and colorful art. Rhythmic drumming sets the beat for lively dances. Performers wear fancy masks and costumes. These represent spirits of ancestors or forces of nature. These events pass down stories, values, and community history from older people to younger ones. One of the most famous spiritual traditions is Bwiti. It's a complex belief system that uses a special plant called iboga in its ceremonies. This helps people find spiritual understanding and connect with their ancestors. It mixes old spirit beliefs with Christian ideas. A typical family day might involve doing chores, hanging out, and relaxing. In a village, the day starts early. Women might be working in the fields or making food, and men go out to fish, or hunt, or help with community projects. Kids play freely, learning from older people and helping out where they can. Evenings are for getting together, telling stories around a fire, or listening to the radio. In the city, a family might spend a Saturday morning at the market, then have a big lunch at home with lots of family members. The afternoon might be spent relaxing or visiting friends. This really helps keep those social connections strong, which are so important to the Gabonese way of life. Section 6. A Journey Through Time. Gabon's history. The story of Gabon stretches back thousands of years. Well, the earliest inhabitants of this forested land were hunter-gatherer peoples, often referred to as pygmies. Their deep knowledge of the forest allowed them to live sustainably for countless generations. Later, starting around 2,000 years ago, waves of Bantu-speaking groups began migrating into the region from the north and east. They brought with them skills in agriculture and ironworking, which allowed them to establish more permanent villages along the rivers and coast. These groups, including the ancestors of the Fang, Mayene, Punu peoples, formed the cultural and linguistic foundations of modern Gabon. European contact began in the 15th century when Portuguese sailors arrived at the coast. They were captivated by the shape of the Como River estuary near modern-day Libreville and thought it resembled a gabon, a hooded cloak. For the next few centuries, the coast became a center for trade, though tragically, this included the transatlantic slave trade. It wasn't until the 19th century that Europeans, primarily the French, began to penetrate deeper into the interior, signing treaties with local chiefs and establishing a more permanent presence. In the late 1800s, France formally established Gabon as a colony within French Equatorial Africa. The colonial period brought significant changes. The French built infrastructure like roads and ports, primarily to extract natural resources, especially timber. They also established schools and missions, which introduced the French language and Christianity. While this period brought some modernization, it also meant loss of political autonomy and foreign rule. The desire for self-determination grew steadily through the first half of the 20th century. That moment of freedom arrived on August 17, 1960, when Gabon peacefully gained independence from France. The country's first president was Léon Mba. After his death in 1967, he was succeeded by Omar Bongo, who led for 42 years until 2009. His presidency brought relative stability and economic growth, largely fueled by oil. After his death, his son Ali Bongo Ondimba was elected president. Since independence, Gabon has worked to balance resource wealth with stability and development. Section 7. Fueling the future. Gabon's economy. The economy of Gabon is largely built upon the incredible natural wealth found beneath its soil and within its forests. For decades, the most important driver of the economy has been oil. The discovery of offshore petroleum reserves in the 1970s transformed the nation, bringing a significant influx of revenue. This oil wealth has helped Gabon achieve one of the highest per capita incomes in sub-Saharan Africa and has funded the development of its cities and infrastructure. However, relying so heavily on a single commodity also makes the economy vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices, a challenge the country continues to navigate. Beyond oil, Gabon's other major industries are also tied to its natural resources. The vast forests have long supported a major timber industry. For years, the primary export was raw logs, but the government has been working to change this. By banning the export of unprocessed logs, Gabon is encouraging the development of a domestic wood processing industry, which adds more value to the resource and creates more jobs within the country. This shift aims to make the timber sector more sustainable. Mining is another key pillar of the economy. Gabon is one of the world's largest producers of manganese, a metal that is essential for making steel. The mines in the southeastern part of the country are a major source of employment and export income. Fishing, both industrial and small scale, is also an important activity along the coast, providing food for the domestic market and jobs for many coastal communities. The money generated from these industries is what pays for public services, like schools, hospitals, and roads, and provides salaries for people working in government and private companies. Section 8. Your Gabonese adventure. Where to go and what to see. If you're planning a trip to Gabon, get ready for an adventure centered on nature in its purest form. Your journey will likely begin in the capital, Libreville. It's a pleasant city with a scenic waterfront promenade where you can watch boats go by and enjoy the ocean breeze. Don't miss the Musée National des Arts et Traditions, a great intro to Gabon's cultural heritage. Masks, sculptures, artifacts. For a taste of local life, head to the bustling Montbouet market, a sprawling labyrinth of stalls. Fresh produce, colorful fabrics and textiles. The crown jewel of Gabonese tourism is Loango National Park. Forests, savannas, beaches, they all meet here. Elephants on the beach, buffalo on the shore, hippos riding the waves. Track western lowland gorillas, spot chimpanzees, take a boat through the lagoons, look for crocodiles and abundant birdlife. Visit Lope National Park. UNESCO World Heritage. Rainforest and savanna mosaic, large troops of mandrills, ancient rock engravings. For off-the-beaten-path gems, consider Ivindo National Park in the northeast. Remote access but stunning rewards, Kongu Waterfall, Minguli Waterfall, Fernand Vaz Lagoon, south of Port Gentil, Sainte Anne Mission and its 19th-century church by Gustave Eiffel Island Gorilla Sanctuary, caring for orphaned gorillas. A few travel tips will make your Gabonese adventure smoother. Best time, dry season, May to September, when animals are more concentrated around water sources and the roads are more passable. Always travel with an experienced local guide. Their knowledge is invaluable for spotting wildlife and navigating the terrain safely. Be sure to pack light, breathable clothing for the heat and humidity. Include a light rain jacket and long sleeves and pants for the evenings to protect against insects. Most importantly, bring an open mind, a patient spirit and a sense of wonder. Section 9. Curious Corners. Final thoughts on Gabon. Beyond the headlines of oil and elephants, Gabon is full of fascinating details. Did you know, for instance, that because of its low population and vast forest cover, Gabon is considered a high forest, low deforestation country? It actually absorbs more carbon dioxide than it emits, making it one of the few net carbon-negative countries on the planet. This is an incredible contribution to the global fight against climate change. It's a small nation with a massive positive impact on the health of our world, a true green lung for the planet. Some of Gabon's most famous citizens have helped put it on the world map. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the world-renowned football star who has played for top European clubs, is a source of immense national pride and has brought global attention to his home country. In the world of politics, the long presidency of Omar Bongo made him a highly influential figure in African affairs for decades. And in the arts, Gabonese musicians, Gabonese writers, Gabonese artists have shared the richness of their culture with the world, creating music that blends traditional rhythms with modern genres, and literature that explores the nation's identity and history. Let's wrap up with a few more fun facts. The name of the capital, Libreville, means Freetown.